Real love, true love, attaining love, real love, true love, attaining love, real love, true.
Good evening and welcome to the AccendoTraders group. This is our weekend rapid report from March 30th, 2008. AccendoTraders.com, effective trade plan delivered daily. So we're looking at our trade plan. We're going to look at our watch list from Friday, set some stops and alerts, make some adjustments for our watch list. We're going to look at the upcoming economic news for the week, check earnings and our splits calendar for the week. Always you should take some time to read some newsletters, some blogs, etc., to get an idea what people around you, people in the market are saying about the market. Check our sectors for trends so we can adjust some of our trades. Look at the indexes, the NASDAQ, Dow Jones, and the S&P 500. Scan for some new trades, set alerts for those new trades, and as always, we want to release and go have a life. So let's begin by looking at some of our economic news. And this week on economic news, last week, the Dow was down 104 points. That's down basically 8% for the year. The S&P 500 was down 14 points for the week, down 10% for the year. And the NASDAQ actually was up 3 points for the week, down 14.7% for the year. The week started out strong. JP Morgan raised their offer for Bear Stearns off of some complaints that $2 was too low. They raised it up to around $10. And we also had stronger than expected February housing numbers. It was the first monthly increase in a year. But then the S&P 500 home price index raised concerns about housing again, with the biggest drop in home prices on record. January had a drop of 10%. The rest of the week also dropped off of weak economic news. The clear communication deals basically on life support. The financing is falling apart. Oracle and JCPenney's had bad earnings. JCPenney's talked about the consumer's weak right now. Oracle lowered their guidance for the rest of the year. And the PCE revealed a weaker consumer also. This week on the economic front, we have Chicago PMI on Monday, auto and truck sales, construction spending, and the ISM index on Tuesday, the ADP employment, factory orders, and crude inventories on Wednesday. Remember, crude stopped its downtrend last week off of the numbers on Wednesday for the crude inventory. The ISM index and initial claims on Thursday, and then we have a lot of job information on Friday. Non-payroll is one of the ones that people will be looking at. Other market moving news this week, we have Monstero has their earnings before the market on Wednesday. But RIM, look at RIM. RIM has their earnings this week after the close on Wednesday. And MOS, that's been one of our favorites, although it's been kind of failing us of late. But they have their earnings before the market on Friday, so that's definitely something we want to look at. And CLF, another stock that we've been playing, they have a split that is executable. It's payable on May 15th. So that's something we want to see if CLF can continue to run off of that split news. So let's go ahead now and take a look at these sectors. Okay, so now we have our sector list to try and see where the money's coming in and out of. And we can start off, you can see, with hotel and restaurants, and we've had this line here now for a while. The support right around 280, and we've been bouncing here, and it looks like we're coming to test it once again. So if the hotels break this mark, then we definitely have a reason to go bearish. Basic materials, still see the 200 here holding up as support. We've broken a couple times with the 200 support, but you can see in this immediate short term, we've had some lower highs here. So we're certainly looking bearish on the basic materials. That we were loving them here, and if we can break this 200 with this downtrend, we can start to look for bearish plays there also. But definitely looks like it's getting ready to roll over. Utilities, just kind of in a consolidation mess. Builders were looking good, but I mean, if you really look at it, they're in a channel between here and here, so not messing with the builders. Casinos, once again, just like hotels, we'll look at LVS and MGN again, but you can see it's reached that key support around 1,000 here. So we'll see if it can break this key support level. Certainly we want to look at some bearish trades for casinos. Coal, looking like they're ready to turn over, but we'll see. Banks definitely looking weak. We need, when you think about the S&P 500 being 23%, 25% financials, we need to see the banks and the brokerages doing well if we're going to see the S&P 500 move higher. So we definitely want to see a move there. Biotech, we had a quick rally, kind of rally to resistance here, messing with these lines here. So they're looking like they're about to turn over. This week certainly is not, it's not setting up that great here. Here's pharmaceuticals rally to a resistance level and kind of ready to fall over. Internet actually was looking good. We were coming up here to the swing highs from February, and then we fell over. So starting to look like they're headed back down. Gold. Well, here's the thing about gold. I've said it all this week that gold won't stay down for long, but it's staying down. Certainly looks like it's going to roll down. So I'm probably going to stay out of gold for a couple of days here just to see what it's going to do. Is it going to break this, key support range here? Are we going higher? Let's see what's going to happen with gold. Software, kind of the same thing. Just a lot of consolidation mess here. Really hard to play. It's really in this consolidation range between here and up here. So it's until it breaks out one way or the other, we really don't have an indication of which way it's going to go. Insurance, bunch of lower highs here. Oil services, you can look at it one of two ways. You can say that it's going higher, which is good, but you can see that it failed at the 200 here, and there's a channel there, so we'll see what's going on there. Retail, we talked about it in the middle of the week that retail looks like it's getting ready to fall over, and it did. And again, if we can break this 364, retail is probably going to fall off. But we definitely can look at some bearish plays on retail. Stocks, not much of nothing. Transports, kind of consolidating. And again, here's our broker dealers. We really need these to do something to get the S&P 500 moving. But you can see we're getting ready to roll over there with those. Energy stocks with natural gas looking a little bit better. And finally, oil index is hovering at support. All right, so basically we saw some good weakness in brokers, hotel, casinos, basic material, and some other retail. So let's use that information as we look at our flag list, and then after that we'll look at some new stocks. Yeah, I can see by my time that for my YouTube folks, I'm going to lose you in a second here. So I'll just quickly show you that. Look at the Dow, and you can see up here with stochastic, RSI, and MACD that all of them are rolling over. And if you read the McHugh report there that was shared with me, it looks like they're predicting a market rolling over and kind of going down for a little bit. Look at SPX here also rolling over. Look at the indicators rolling over. So we're definitely... it looks like it's bearish, but as you guys know, we have to remain neutral and see where it takes us. So for my YouTube folks, unfortunately, I'm going to have to let you go now, and you guys will see the message in a second of where to download the full version. For watching. You guys know to download the full version of this video. All you gotta do is search for AccendoTraders within the iTunes store, and you'll get the more information about the flag list and our new stocks. Unfortunately, I only have 10 minutes. continue to provide feedback. I got some good feedback, some good data. As always, trade at your own risk. And just as a quick summary, remember we saw some weak sectors: hotels, casinos, basic materials, retails, brokers. When we were looking at the Dow and the Nasdaq and the S&P 500, and looking at the indicators, we saw that they look like they're getting ready to roll over. MACD, RSI, Stochastic look like they're getting ready to roll over. And one of the reports that I like to read that was shared with me, the McKee report talked about a big move down coming up. And also, don't forget, we got REM earnings on Wednesday and payroll numbers on Friday. So with that, guys, I want to thank you, and I will see you tomorrow.